Welcome to this coding tutorial. Today, we will discuss a fundamental problem: how to efficiently check if an array is sorted. This is a common interview question that tests your understanding of array iteration and basic algorithm design. First, let's define exactly what we mean by sorted. An array is sorted in non-decreasing order if every element is less than or equal to the element that comes immediately after it. In mathematical terms, for any index, I, the value at I must be less than or equal to the value at I plus 1. Let's look at some examples to clarify. The first array with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is sorted because each number is increasing. The second array is unsorted because 5 is smaller than 10, breaking the order. The third example shows that duplicates are allowed. 1, 1, 2, 3 is still considered sorted. A common mistake beginners make is thinking they need to sort the array again to check it. This is inefficient because sorting takes n log n time. The correct and efficient way is to simply iterate through the array once, comparing neighbors. This only takes linear time. Here is the logic. We loop through the array starting from the second element. In each step, we look back at the previous element. If we find any case where the current element is strictly smaller than the previous one, we know the order is broken, and we can immediately return false. Let's trace this on an unsorted array. We check index 1 against index 0. 20 is greater than 10, so that is fine. Then we move to index 2. Here, 15 is less than 20. This violates our condition. We found a drop in value, so we stop and return false. Now consider a sorted array. We compare 20 with 10, 30 with 20, and 40 with 30. All checks pass. Since we reach the end of the loop without finding any problems, we can confidently return true. Always consider edge cases. If the array has only one element, it is trivially sorted. Similarly, an empty array is usually considered sorted. Our logic handles these cases naturally because the loop condition prevents us from entering the loop if the size is less than 2. Here is the code implementation. We define a function taking an integer array. We calculate the length n. We loop from I equals 1 to n minus 1. Inside, if array I is less than array I minus 1, we return false. If the loop finishes, we return true. Finally, let's analyze the performance. The time complexity is big O of n because in the worst case, we traverse the entire array once. The space complexity is big O of 1 because we are only using a few variables for iteration and comparisons without allocating any extra data structures.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.